Right now at 6, justice for a pregnant woman found dead in Chippewa Falls.
And La Crosse Farmers Market opens today in a brand new location.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
Sentencing day today for the man accused of killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend and hiding her body in a suitcase. 27-year-old Jose Dominguez Garcia sentenced to 40 years. The crime happened in July of 2020. 24-year-old Rosalie Rodriguez told Dominguez Garcia they were over and pregnant with another man's child. Her body was found on a Chippewa Falls farm. DNA was used to link Dominguez Garcia to the crime. A Winona man is in custody after a major drug bust. The sheriff's office arresting 38-year-old Justin John Dionysus Thursday morning. The sheriff says they found 7 pounds of meth and 10 handguns inside a home on the 600 block of East 2nd Street. The arrest, part of an ongoing investigation into drug activity at the location.
President Donald Trump signing a new executive order with a local impact. This one stops federal funding for NPR and PBS. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting hands out $535 million in taxpayer funds to public radio and TV stations. The money is used to produce educational and cultural programming.
Public safety, weather alerts, Amber alerts, and things like that. Public media plays a really important role for that. And then finally, an aspect, again, that's a little less known, is since the 1930s, we have played an important role in bringing media into the classroom.
UW-Wells campus is the home of WHLA-FM and WHLA-TV, both associated with Wisconsin Public Radio and PBS Wisconsin.
Well, the weekly Defend Democracy protest is back today, and this week participants are criticizing that recent executive order against NPR and PBS.
They have been doing a wonderful job of covering so many of the issues that we are facing right now. And they deserve our support, taxpayer support. They're mostly funded by those of us who listen. But we need a fair and free press. We need to support that. I support NPR.
National leaders at NPR and PBS say they're gearing up for a legal fight, calling the cuts unlawful and a threat to decades of educational programming.
UW-La Crosse celebrates a milestone today as Dr. James Beebe officially becomes the university's 11th chancellor. The traditional ceremony features an academic procession with faculty in full regalia entering the Bluffs Ballroom. While Dr. Beebe has led the university since last July, today's investiture ceremony officially recognizes him as UW-La Crosse's 11th chancellor. During his address, Beebe outlines plans to enhance student success, develop the local workforce, and strengthen partnerships throughout the region.
Well, a construction sign in La Crosse drew some attention today. The sign at 6th and State, it said road work begins Monday, May 5th, and then it flashed Gay Furry Pride UWU. A contractor owns the sign and fixed it. A similar sign incident popped up in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Well, a big day in La Crosse. The farmers market is open in its new location. The market moved from Cameron Park to Burns Park. Managers made the move after seeing a drop in attendance in the past few years. The old spot was also reportedly where homeless people camped out.
Extremely important to have things like farmer markets available to constituents. It allows for businesses to have access and to be able to share their goods. And it also opens up for more community relationships.
The market runs from 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. every Friday until October.
So you got 26 minutes if you still haven't gone. And in the meantime, we've got one of our own out there checking out the farmers market. It's Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart. How's it going, Greg?
Not too bad. It's a little cool here for the third day or second day of May, but overall it's not too bad. The rain's not there, just got to bundle up a little bit. But the better news is it's just going to continue to warm up, obviously, with these farmers markets as we go throughout the year. And it's going to warm up this weekend too, so that's even the better news. But if you're coming out, really it's not going to be much. Quiet conditions, cloud cover this evening, light winds, you definitely need a jacket. Obviously it is kind of chilly out there, getting just to 48 with cloud cover for La Crosse. Then as we go in for Eau Claire, they'll start seeing clearing, I think, a little bit later, closer to midnight, getting still down to 43, so definitely need to bundle up. And that north wind too that's out there too, that's also making it feel a little bit colder. Overall, a lot of cloud cover still persists. Any type of precipitation, you might see a little bit of sprinkle or two throughout the evening, but don't expect to be too much in the way of wet conditions. Clearing is out to the west in Minneapolis. It will come, but it won't be until probably later. Overall temperatures where it does clear out could actually get close to freezing, something to keep in mind of as we're getting into the planting season right now. Otherwise, mid-40s to the south because there will be cloud cover that'll keep the temperatures up. Now going forward to Saturday's okay, but May 4th, I think it's definitely going to be mild conditions. We're looking at 70s there, and we'll break down how long this mild stretch of weather will continue a little bit later in the broadcast, you guys. So come on down, join. Like I said, you just got a little bit of time left, but just bundle up and you'll be fine.
Well, we'll be stuck here, but Greg, wouldn't mind if you bought us a little something to bring back to the station.
Yeah, maybe some strawberries, Greg?
We'll think about that. I don't know how nice you guys been.
Oh, geez, okay. Well, you look great in your jacket. Thank you, Greg.
Yeah.
La Crescent's rescheduled Arbor Day celebration was a success. Volunteers gathered today at Old Hickory Park for the community planting. The $40,000 state-funded project restores trees lost to emerald ash borer. These new plantings will capture stormwater and reduce carbon dioxide levels in the area.
A lot of community benefits, from shade to wildlife to stormwater infiltration. There's just so many benefits to planting trees in the community that everyone benefits from.
Organizers say the new trees will benefit La Crescent for generations to come.
And Aquinas High School students from the Impact program helping out at the Kane Street Community Garden today. The produce they will help grow will be distributed for free to communities in need.
We, as the Hunger Task Force as a whole, rely a lot on our volunteers and what they do. They make a huge impact in our community. Last year we had over 108,000 volunteer hours.
And those hours translated to over 30,000 meals delivered to homebound residents.
Happening tomorrow, a pancake breakfast at Chippewa Valley Airport. It runs from 8 to 11 in the Hawthorne Hangar. The event features a new inflatable planetarium and free flights around the area.
The kids are always very excited. Yeah, after their first ride, usually they want to take a picture with the pilot and the plane as sort of a lasting memory. And sometimes kids come back and say, I had my first flight here, and now they're a professional pilot.
Tickets are $8 for adults and $5 per child.
Wisconsin's fishing season starts tomorrow. Anglers who are 16 need a license. You can get one at DNR sales locations or online at gowild.wi.gov. Cost is $20 per person, though married couples can save with a $31 spousal license. Deep cuts to healthcare and education, but $1 trillion for defense.
President Trump's new budget plan makes Elon Musk's government efficiency recommendations permanent. The winners and losers coming up.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Tuesday night is rib night. Get a half rack of barbecue ribs with baked beans, coleslaw, and cornbread for only $23.99, plus $1 off craft beer. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like Livingston seed packets, 25% off MSRP. New portable raised garden beds, $24.99. Women's Alfred Dunner collections, half price. Plus, check out our assortment of live plants in our outdoor garden centers, now open. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
It's Hy-Vee's 3-day meat sale this Friday through Sunday. Get Table Makers chicken breasts, just $1.99 a pound. Bone-in pork shoulder roast, just $1.77 a pound. Fresh ground chuck, just $3.99 a pound. Pork loin back ribs, just $2.98 a pound. Buy one, get one free on marinated pork loins. Plus, save on bacon-wrapped sirloins, Johnsonville smoked sausage, chicken grillers, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Tuesday night is rib night. Get a half rack of barbecue ribs with baked beans, coleslaw, and cornbread for only $23.99, plus $1 off craft beer. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
The White House has released a new budget proposal for next year that includes steep cuts to domestic spending, but more funding for defense and border security.
Erica Brown has more details from the White House.
President Donald Trump unveiled his budget for next year, and it includes steep cuts that would make permanent many of the spending cuts from Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. Trump's budget chief, Russell Vought, outlined the president's spending priorities during a cabinet meeting Wednesday.
To make sure we have the border resources, the defense resources, and to save the American people some tax money and make sure all those tax cuts that you ran on are in there that help get people back into the workforce.
The White House proposal would cut $163 billion in non-defense discretionary spending. That's a 22% cut from current levels. Many federal agencies would lose more than a third of their budgets, with the largest hits to programs focused on healthcare, education, and clean energy. But the Defense Department and border security would see a spending increase, with the Pentagon's spending boosted by 13%, or about $1 trillion. While the president's new budget proposal is for next year, this year's budget is still working its way through Congress and needs only a simple majority to pass.
The biggest thing we're working on, maybe bigger than tariffs in a certain sense, is we call it the one big beautiful bill.
Trump met with Republican leaders of the House Thursday to discuss $1.5 trillion in cuts to offset big tax breaks. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
7 active-duty transgender service members are asking the Supreme Court not to enforce a ban on transgender people in the military. That is not being enforced right now, having been put on hold by the lower courts. But last week, the Trump administration filed an emergency appeal to the Supreme Court asking to enforce it while the legal challenges unfold. The High Court allowed a similar ban to go into effect during Trump's first term until President Biden reversed it. These service members are arguing that this ban is different because it impacts service members who transitioned prior to the ban. The plaintiffs say discharging all trans service members would create thousands of vacancies in the military.
The Coast Guard is scrambling to mitigate the damage from an oil and natural gas leak off the Louisiana coast. An underwater well in Plaquemines Parish ruptured nearly a week ago. Officials say the breach sent oil shooting into the air above the surface like a geyser. The well is in a remote location, complicating efforts to plug the leak and stop the spread.
It is actively releasing, so it is actively spraying into the environment. We have taken additional measures to try and reduce that spray as much as possible to make sure that we have the best efforts to contain what is being released.
Authorities say at least 30,000 gallons of an oily water mixture have been collected. The Coast Guard tells CBS News the well was capped in 2016, deepening this mystery on the Delta.
We will have more news ahead.
But first,
we definitely have more sunshine in the forecast for your weekend and dry conditions. We might see a long stretch of dry and mild conditions, so we'll break it all down for you at the Farmers Market coming up next after the break.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
This is Tony, and this is Tony's Good Feet story.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job. Before my arch supports, I felt defeated, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I'm more positive.
Clinically proven, significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out. I would recommend it to anyone.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
Spring is sprung and savings are in full bloom. Visit Menards Garden Center for everything you need to get your garden growing. Shop our selection of flowers, live plants, seeds, and everything you need to get your garden growing strong this spring. Stop in today and bring home the savings to create the landscaping of your dreams. Check out these fresh deals happening now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
News 8 Now and these proud sponsors honored the top graduating seniors from La Crosse area schools at the Honor Student Banquet. These students are outstanding examples of academic excellence, and we're proud of them and their schools. Congratulations to these and all graduating seniors.
Yeah, definitely we talk about frost and freeze because it's the farmer's market and things are starting to grow here. So if you look at where we should be, a lot of the areas is already kind of experienced their average last day of frost. Further north you go, we got maybe another week, week and a half. So something to keep in mind still as you begin the planning that we still can get frost all the way through about mid-May. So definitely be prepared to cover things up. For tonight, we have decreasing clouds tonight. There will be some areas that will get closer to freezing up to the north. Now tomorrow, more back to the 60s. It's a little bit below average, but the sunshine definitely comes out. 70 Sunday, and then really it's dry for the most part next week and mild, although we'll be go up and down with temperatures, but the real big story is the dryness. So tomorrow's temperatures, as I mentioned, back in the 60s. We'll see some upper 50s, low 60s. It's about 2 to 3 degrees below average. Now more sun in the afternoon. You will see the cloud cover kind of linger for southern areas, but otherwise Sunday back in the mid 70s, so definitely a nice condition there. Light winds, really fantastic as we go on Sunday. Monday, there's a slight cool down for some areas, and I'll kind of briefly mention that here in a bit later, why you see some 60s further southeast and you see more of the 70s further to the north. But overall, if we look at the cloud cover going on tonight, there still could be a few showers, sprinkles as we go throughout the evening hour, but most of that activity really should begin to wrap up and then push to the southeast. Otherwise, we'll see decreasing cloud cover further north you go, and that'll allow the temperatures quickly to fall back into the 30s for areas that are north of Eau Claire. Eventually, we'll see cloud cover kind of linger all the way through the morning. As I mentioned, further south you go, you'll probably wake up with cloudy skies overall. That'll be the story for Saturday morning. Then as we go throughout Saturday morning, the rest of the area, you'll finally see that sunshine come out, but it won't be until we probably get to closer to noon for most of the areas that we see completely sunny skies and are rid of the clouds and setting up really a lot of sunshine for the afternoon. So something to keep in mind of. You'll see cloud cover in the morning, but you will see the sun later in the day. Otherwise, speaking of Sunday into Monday, that system that went through us is going to track to the north, back to the northwest because the atmosphere is really blocked a little bit. So that's going to provide more cloud cover going into later Sunday and Monday, especially further south you go. And that's why there might be a slight cool down in temperatures Monday further southeast you go, while areas up to Eau Claire, they may still see in the 70s on Monday. Other areas may be in the 60s as the thing begins to wrap all the way up. Eventually it will weaken and push off to the east, and we'll see some warmer conditions, but not probably until Tuesday. So the atmosphere really has become kind of blocked. And really next week, with the jet stream well to the north, we just don't have any systems that really are going to come through to provide a lot of opportunity for any significant amount of precipitation. Really, it's going to be the east coast or far south as you see that jet well up into Canada. And that looks to go all the way through next week and the weekend, and as of right now, it could go through the middle of May too. So it's going to be a dry stretch, and you see with the 8-day forecast, no precipitation really in sight. That drop in the temperatures Monday is just for La Crosse southward. Eau Claire will probably still be in the 70s on Monday, and then the rest of the week we'll have another drop Thursday because the cold front will be coming through, but that 70 at that point is right where we should be, and then we'll continue to mild up through the weekend. So after a wet, unsettled period, as we go into the planting season and the farmer's market, we're going to have a nice stretch of mild conditions too. So come on down tonight for the farmer's market. We got plenty more opportunities come, and it definitely will be a lot warmer than it is today, but it's not too bad with the jacket right now. back to you guys.
Yeah, everyone, you literally have 10 minutes to get down there and
get
see
out there
Greg.
while you still can.
So go do it while you can. Well, thank you.
Coming up next in sports, reporting for duty, Packers rookies in Titletown as minicamp gets underway tomorrow. Plus, the Central softball team looking to snap the Arcadia Raiders win streak. Jacob is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Tired of this? Would you rather have this? Get rid of that tired old lawnmower. News 8 Now and Tractor Central want to help you mow your grass off and give you a new lawnmower this summer. Go to news8000.com by May 19th and enter the Mow Your Grass Off contest for your chance to win a brand new lawnmower from Tractor Central worth up to $6,000. One lucky winner will be announced May 22nd. Mow your grass off with News 8 Now and Tractor Central.
Save hundreds, one seat at a time on Stressless, the most comfortable furniture in the world. Only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Right now, take $200 off each Stressless seat. This includes each Laurel or Mint dining chair and home office chair, and each Stressless recliner. You can save $600 on Stressless sofas, $400 on love seats, and thousands on sectionals. Refresh your home with Stressless seating for less. Shop Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Family owned for 100 years.
Oh, don't forget, dinner with my boss.
Great. Our new Ultimate Adhesive will save the day. New Polygrip Ultimate All-in-One. Gives superhuman hold, food seal, and comfort.
If your mouth could talk, it would ask for
Polygrip.
For residential, commercial, or high-speed doors, come to LaCrosse Glass and Overhead Doors. We carry a variety of CHI door styles designed to fit your vision. Get your free quote today.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, cloudy, but no rain in La Crosse earlier in the evening to cancel or postpone any more games. One of the top softball teams in the area, Arcadia, was in town looking for a non-conference win over Central. Raiders come in rolling, having won their last 4. Riverhawks looking to snap that streak. But right away in the first inning, Lena Wozni takes the walk with the runner on third, and she's going to book it down to second to force the throw down. So Amaya Schlesser sprints home to score the first run. Later in the frame, runners on first and third. Caitlin Bremer swipes second, and Wozni will score easily. Then in the second inning, Tatum Drazkowski up with a runner in scoring position. She belts one into right center field, and Kylie Fitzpatrick scores. And it was good work from Bremer in the circle as her Raiders go on to win the non-conference bout 10-0. Well, Packers minicamp is officially underway. A bunch of rookies in the hallowed halls of Lambeau Field today, getting acclimated with one another and talking to the media. But of course, one of the most popular guys of the day was first-round pick Matthew Golden. The speedster out of Texas has embraced becoming the first receiver taken in the first round since '02 and wants to prove that it was the right choice.
Yeah, it's definitely unique. You know, I feel like that's what made that pick even more important to me. You know, just understanding the history behind it. So, you know, definitely thankful to be in this position. And, you know, I'm looking forward to what's in front of me.
And a common theme in Golden's answers today, including working hard for every rep. And he also mentioned how Jordan Love texted him moments after he was drafted saying, "Welcome to the team." And tonight marks the beginning of the first edition of the I-94 rivalry this season as the Brewers return home for the first time since April 20th. Entering the night, the Cubs are 3 games in front of Milwaukee for the top spot in the Central and 2 games better than the Reds. Brewer pitching staff will have to bring their best as Chicago towards the top in most team offensive categories. Tyler Alexander will be Pitching to start for the Brewers, replacing Quinn Priester, who was originally slated to start, and Ben Brown will go for the Cubs. And a programming note, that one will be on Apple TV Plus, not on FanDuel Sports Network. So hopefully have some highlights for you later if you don't get that. But interesting enough, with they get a couple games every here and there. So.
Yeah, it's always a headache.
A little bit. Not everyone has that. So.
No, it's one of the rare things. I know MLB trying to embrace kind of like what the NFL does on various platforms. So it's a sign of the times, of course. But there's just something about baseball where you you want to have that local dependability that you go to a certain place to watch and you know you can count on.
Regardless, though, big series. So hopefully they can at least get maybe one, maybe two, maybe sweep. We'll see.
We got some Cubs fans in our station, so there's some bragging rights here.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Thanks, Jacob.
Okay, Greg gives a final look at your forecast right after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8.
Save the day for Spring Market in the Valley on Saturday, May 3rd. Browse items from dozens of local vendors and enjoy concessions from area food trucks while you shop. All right down Central Ave in Coon Valley. That's Spring Market in the Valley on Saturday, May 3rd in Coon Valley.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment. Pivot in the summer, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up.
Called GNT. For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
King Furniture would like to wish all moms a happy Mother's Day. And this year, let's skip the flowers and get her a gift she'll enjoy every single day. It's the Mother's Day trade-in sale at King Furniture, where you can trade in your old furniture and get huge savings on something brand new. Trade in that old tired recliner for a brand new style, or upgrade mom to the bedroom she's always dreamt of. Plus, find savings of up to 60% store-wide. Make this Mother's Day unforgettable, only at King Furniture.
Save the day for Spring Market in the Valley on Saturday, May 3rd. Browse items from dozens of local vendors and enjoy concessions from area food trucks while you shop. All right down Central Ave in Coon Valley. That's Spring Market in the Valley on Saturday, May 3rd in Coon Valley.
Yeah, we definitely have better conditions for this weekend. We're going to have sunshine coming out, 60s, 70s on Sunday. Next week, all week long, it's going to be dry, a little bit up and down with temperatures, but all in all, we're going to have a dry stretch of weather, so definitely get out and enjoy it. Didn't make it to this farmer's market. We got many more to come in the future.
That's true.
We'll have to make one. To the farmer's market. We got to go.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, 3 minutes until it closes.
Yeah.
We'll get him next Friday.
Not today. Thanks for joining.